welcome back to my channel. I am so excited that you're here today because today we are going to be doing a very cozy study with me vlog. I'm actually really excited about this video. I've been getting a lot of comments and DMs asking me like how I study or what made me want to go into library science or what is grad school like, how I balance studying with reading, and I thought this would be kind of like a fun way to introduce that. It's like a very gloomy, rainy day outside, and I can't leave, obviously, anyways. So today is just going to be a cozy study with me at home. I have class in a couple of hours, so we can attend online library grad school class together. I actually have a project that I have to work on, so I'll be doing a lot of research, and I'll show you kind of how I research and like all of that stuff. I don't know if that's interesting, but it'll be really cozy, I promise. And then finally, I have to read a bunch of articles for one of my classes that's coming up this week. I have to email a lot of my peers because we're in like a couple of different group projects together. So yeah, it's just gonna be like a very chill day at home where we kind of just study a little bit. I'll show you how I take notes on my iPad Pro and what it's basically like to study library science as a grad student at home. So before class, we have about 2 hours. I thought I would make a little bit of a sweet treat. I just kind of feel like making today a little bit special. I like to do that sometimes. So today I'm going to be making a coffee cake so that we can have a nice hot piece of coffee cake with a nice tall glass of coffee right before class, and hopefully it'll help me focus a little bit more. So I think today's gonna be really fun. I'm very, very excited and I can't wait to make this coffee cake. I've been craving coffee cake like crazy, especially since like I obviously have not been leaving the house, you know, because of the coronavirus and stuff. I've just been literally stuck indoors for the past couple of weeks and looks like it's gonna be that way for a while. So I haven't gone out and gotten like Starbucks coffee cake or any of that stuff for a while. So I'm really excited to make some. But yeah, I think today's just gonna be a really fun, chill day. I'm very excited. So let's start with making some coffee cake and then let's go to class. You ready? Let's go.
Oh, here you are, face to face in this trashy bar. Another glass and I am going places, makes me laugh about the irony of everything. I like the way you're thinking. I don't really care about the music on the dance floor. I don't really mind. All the smoke is in the bathroom. I don't care at all, baby. You got my attention. So you were saying, oh no.
I just finished class and now I'm outside. It's literally freezing. I don't know what the temperature is, but I feel like to be outside, I actually probably need a jacket. I'm really, really cold. But even though I'm freezing and it's kind of off and on raining, I just feel like it's kind of important for my own sanity to just get out of my house and sit on the porch for at least like 15 minutes a day. Whew, I should have brought a blanket though, seriously. So my class just ended. It was a really, really, really good class. That class is all for people who want to be like academic librarians. And today we were discussing like the process of tenure and basically like how to negotiate a salary and everything for going into that field and kind of what's expected for faculty status and what universities offer it and then which universities do not offer it. Because basically if you are an academic librarian, you usually get faculty status and then you also usually get tenure, which is pretty cool. And it's something that I'm definitely considering. I'm also considering going for my PhD in literature. I don't know, I'm weighing my options at the minute. But that was class. Today I feel like a lot of stuff has already happened, which is pretty cool. Emailed some of my professors about like different things on the discussion boards, and then emailed my group members for my information sciences class. And I actually feel really, really bad because one of my group members has decided to withdraw from like all of her classes. It's just a really stressful time. I think like her husband is sick, I think her daughter is sick, and she's just really overwhelmed, and she was saying that she just does not have time to do schoolwork, which is so understandable. It's just genuinely been like a very, very stressful time, I think, for everyone. It's harder to focus. Like just because you're at home and you have all this free time doesn't mean all of a sudden like, oh, classes are so much easier because you're just stuck at home. Like actually no, it's really hard to focus when you're stressed out, and it's just such a weird, stressful time. I don't know. If you're a student and you are really stressed, please like take care of yourself and your mental health first. That's obviously way more important. But anyways, so I just finished all of that. By the way, if you would like a couple helpful tips for taking classes at home, I do have 3 tips. The first tip is to be cozy but not comfy, which means like I take my classes sitting up and I take them in not pajamas. So my clothes obviously are very like comfortable and casual, but I try really hard to not be in my bedroom in my pajamas in my bed because I'm just way more distracted and likely to like get sleepy. Tip number 2 is to really like make your environment inviting. So I usually light a candle, I make sure that my area is clean, and I make sure that the room that I'm working in is clean. If I'm in an environment where it's like a little bit messy, I kind of just want to ditch what I'm doing and clean, but that's just me. So that's like a very personal one for me. And then the final one is to do something or make yourself something that is fun so that you're excited to take classes, which is kind of lame, but really works. Like, so for me, it's having something sweet. Like today I made coffee cake. I usually always have tea or coffee whenever I'm attending a class. I don't know, it really does help me with my focus and with getting excited for going to class. Anyways, so I think what I'm gonna do now is go inside and I have to find an article that I want to research about, probably a couple different articles that I want to research for an essay. So I'm gonna do that and then take some notes. And then I also have to actually read a bunch of articles that we're gonna be discussing in my next class, which is in 2 days. I'll need to read those and take a bunch of notes and stuff. Yeah, I think I might actually start, I don't know which one I'm gonna start with. I'll start with one of them. I do think, however, I'm going to get a second cup of coffee, and then let's probably start with some of the research. Hello, okay, so I've got my cup of coffee right there. Hello. I think what I'm gonna do actually is find the articles and download them here and then actually read them in my room. But first I have to find them, research them, download them, all that other stuff. So the articles that I'll be reading are obviously all of the articles for my 512 class, but then I have to find a couple of different articles that I want to talk about for an essay that's due. Well, technically it's not due now until the end of the semester, which is the final week of April. I think I'm going to try to just get it done by this week, which means today I would like to have researched things with notes, and then I'd like to also come up with an outline for what I want to talk about. Yeah, so that is the plan. So let's research some articles. actually almost 5 o'clock, but that means that I have been doing school stuff kind of nonstop, basically since 10 a.m. today, this morning, and I am definitely getting a little bit burnt out, which happens around this time every single day. I ended up doing about 2 of the articles that are due before Thursday with like notes and things, and those were pretty dense. There's just a lot that goes into learning about like how things are stored and retrieved from the internet, from different research, I guess, databases and things like that. But anyways, I only have a couple more things that I have to read before Thursday, which is really, really good. And I think I have found an article that I would like to supplement my research essay thing that I'm gonna try really hard to do this week. So I think I'm gonna go downstairs, I'm gonna pick out a book and just kind of chill out and make a cup of tea. That sounds really good. It's freezing. I have no idea what's going on. It was like really warm yesterday, but it is so cold. Let's pick out a book and make some tea and just kind of hang out and chill with a new book. I don't know what I want to read. We'll pick out a book together. Okay, we'll go do that now. Okay, so luckily there are like a ton of books to choose from. If you're wondering how tall this is, I am 5'4.5", so I'm not quite 5'5", not quite 5'4". And there we go. So, because I know that when my sister-in-law came over, she was like, that looks so much bigger in person than it does on camera. And I was like, yeah, I'm not short. So it's pretty tall actually. But okay, let's pick out something to read. So the thing is, I don't really know what I'm in the mood for, honestly. There's like a ton of books that I want to read, but I don't really know what I want to read like right now. Okay. I'm gonna pick this one out. Everybody who normally watches me is gonna be like laughing or pulling their hair out because I talk about this book all of the time and I'm always saying how much I want to read it and then I just like never get along to it or around to it. But I think I'm gonna make this a priority. Okay, so this is one of the options. What else am I like in the mood for? Oh, I know. I have not finished Clockwork Princess by Cassandra Clare. So I'm gonna put this one in the pile of maybe as well. Oh, and then do you know what? Chandler Ainsley just talked about a book by, I think, is it Margaret Rogerson? Yeah. I think this was in her like most disappointing reads video where she reads people's most disappointing reads. And the way she was describing this one, it actually sounded like perfect. And I was like, I have that book. So let me put that too. One more. Oh, do you know what? I don't know who the author is of that one. Where is this? Is it? Yes. Okay. Yep. Okay. So everyone has actually been saying not to read Station 11 if you haven't read it because it's like it might hit too close to home to what's happening with like the pandemic and how, I don't know, this is a little bit of a dystopian that kind of mimics this, but like obviously in a very extreme way because this is fiction. But I am one of those girls who like, if you tell me not to do something, I kind of want to do it, you know? Like my mom is like, don't date so-and-so. And so like, what's the number one thing I want to do? I want to date so-and-so. So everyone's saying, don't read this book. And I'm like, but what if I did? Okay, I feel kind of like that's a pretty good, that's like 4 books that I can choose from. I like to do like a pile and then just like go upstairs. Oh, but should I include a middle grade? Yes, let's make it 5 books. Oh, do you know what? This would be perfect because it's so short. Oops. It's so short and lighthearted and it's like the only Neil Gaiman middle grade that I haven't read yet. So yeah, we're gonna do Fortunately the Milk as the 5th option. So just briefly, I think I'm going to share with you some of the books that I am considering super quick. The first one is an obvious choice and that's The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. It's about a guy named Zach and he is a grad student, so possibly perfect for this video. But yeah, he's a grad student who one day discovers like a book, and the book kind of leads him to a secret society and like the potential for a portal world and all this really great high adventure. So we love that. Next is another adult, and that is Station 11. I don't really know a ton about this. I know that it's kind of set in like an apocalyptic world. It's about like a band of entertainers, and I think like their tales and things. Clearly I don't know a lot, so I think I might give this one a go. Then we have 2 YA books. We've got Sorcery of Thorns, and this is by Margaret Rogerson. I don't know a lot about this, if I'm being honest. I think it's like a standalone fantasy, and it's about a librarian. So again, perfect for this vlog. And she, I think, takes care of grimoires, and I think she's framed for something, like something happens in this world and she's framed for it, and she has to team up against a person who she doesn't like. So I think it's a little bit of like an enemies to lovers, and I don't know, fantasy just recently has been sounding so great. I think it's the whole escapist thing. Like, I just want to read books that kind of take me out of this world because, yeah, I don't know. I just need a break from Earth, you know? The next one I can't really talk too much about, but it is Clockwork Princess by Cassandra Clare. And I haven't finished this, but I need to read The Infernal Devices before I can read Cassandra Clare's newest book. And I love the first 2. I just haven't like made a lot of time for this one because this one's really, really thick. It kind of is like a very steampunk fantasy, and it's pretty great. There's a lot of angst and there's a romance in there, and we love to see it. And then the final book that I have is A Middle Grade by Neil Gaiman, Fortunately the Milk, and this is just about a dad who goes out to buy milk for his kids, and he's gone a really long time, and when he comes back, he's like, you will not believe what I went through. And he has all these tales. It's like all the reason why he's late, but he ends every tale with saying, but fortunately the milk is okay. I mean, it's funny, even though I'm just going upstairs, I just like to take lots of books with me all of the time so that I have options. I'm a very like indecisive person. I don't know if anybody else is like this or if they can relate. It's just been such a chill day at home. It's been so gloomy, so stormy all day long, so cold. It's been kind of perfect because I really haven't wanted to do anything other than study and read today. So it's just, I don't know, it's been kind of like the perfect day to be stuck indoors. So let's go ahead and make some tea, and let's read a little bit. A little bit of an update. I have my tea now, and I've narrowed it down to 2 books, I think. I think I'm in the mood for either Sorcery of Thorns or The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern, because again, this is about a grad student and they're both fantasies, and I'm really in the mood for a fantasy. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna read the first chapter of both. I've read the first chapter of this one before and I really liked it, but I wanna see which one kind of captures my attention a little bit more today, and then I will just continue reading on. But I'm gonna do like the first chapter of both and kind of see which one. Okay, so that's my update, and now I'm gonna go ahead and read the first chapter and then continue reading. Yeah.
I won't get close to your heartache if you won't open your door. I'm feeling kinda lost when your mind is hiding whatever that is choking your chest. I can see it in your eyes that you're shaking, 'cause you're holding it back. Maybe you'll make up your mind, now I'm here by your side. So let it all out of me. Let it all out of me. Oh, I will hold you in the dark, make you forget about what's wrong. Let it all out of me. Let it all out of me. You won't get closer to me if you won't open your door. If that's what you want, then baby try to believe me when I say that you can tell me anything. I can see it in your eyes that you're shaking, 'cause you're holding it back. Maybe you'll make up your mind now I'm here by your side. So let it all out of me. Let it all out of me. Oh, I will hold you in the dark, make you forget about what's wrong. Let it all out of me.
Hi friends, it's a little bit later and I've read the first chapter of both books, and then I went ahead and answered some comments on my last YouTube video, which was my Owls TBR, which I'm very excited to start. That actually starts, what day is it? Oh, it starts tomorrow, so I'm really excited about that. It's pretty late now. You can't really tell, but it's about 6:30ish and I'm getting pretty tired. So I think what I'm gonna do is kind of end the vlog, take a bath, get into some proper pajamas, light some candles, and spend the rest of the night reading this book, Sorcery of Thorns. They're both really good, and I really want to read the other one. I swear I do. I swear I do. I don't know, there was something about like the intro, how it was all taking place in a library and everything. Like I'm just very invested all of a sudden. It's kind of like the perfect cozy atmosphere. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and read this one. But first I'm gonna take a bath because I'm so cold. And then I'm gonna light some candles, finish my tea, and just read for the rest of the night. So I guess that's it for this study vlog slash day in the life of a grad student online. I don't actually know what I'm labeling this at all. I hope that you are doing okay. I hope that you're staying safe. I'm sending you lots and lots of positive vibes. You're all in my thoughts, and if there's anything specifically you'd like to see from me, please let me know. I'm gonna try really hard to prioritize videos that you guys specifically want, just because I know we all have so much free time and I'd like to be as helpful as possible. So please just let me know if you want anything specifically. I guess that's it for right now, you guys. Just gonna spend the rest of the night reading this and chilling out in my room. So until next time, you guys, keep your head in the clouds and your heart in a book, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye.